Hey everybody, we have a story to tell you about Sacred Circle. About 2 years ago, I had a vision. That's happened to me a few times in my life. But in this one, I saw myself standing in what I call the hub. It's like a central gathering area of a retreat center. And it was deep in the woods, and the place just felt so mystical and powerful and wonderful, and I knew that all kinds of people had come there for individual and community healing, and so I just kind of put it in the back of my mind. And then within a couple of weeks, I was woken up in the middle of the night, and I felt something telling me that it was time to start looking for the land. And then when you woke up, I was like, oh good, you're awake, here's what's happening. And that was the first time that I even told you about the vision that I had had.
Yes.
And how did you respond?
I was totally down.
Yeah. Yeah, you were all in. So we started looking for properties, and within a month, not only had we found the place, actually I feel like we were totally guided to the place, and there were all kinds of weird synchronicities along the way. But when we found the place and I stood in that gathering area, I knew it. I knew that that was the place. And so from the time that I had woken up in the middle of the night to the time that we closed on the property on Harstine Island, it was 1 month. It was 1 month. It was absolutely wild. So the place didn't have anything.
But yeah, it was just dense second growth forest, dense berry bushes, and then on the back side, the back half or so, there was a couple steep ravines that had graded logging roads through them. So we saw that potentially we could get access down to the hub. Other than that, though, it was just monster trees and ferns and deer trails.
Yeah, so in my vision, it really was kind of like tucked down into this like gully. That's where the retreat center was at. And when we found this place, we saw that there were old logging roads kind of carving through, these draws, and the land is super dynamic back there. So I knew that that was the place. And there's a lot of energy moving back in there. But yeah, there was no driveway, no power, nothing. And so we got to work for the last year and a half, almost 2 years. We've been out there almost every weekend, just
pioneering,
just working our butts off, and it's just us and our tractor doing the best we can. And
the chainsaw too.
Yeah, and we've been, of course, being super mindful and cutting down and destroying as few things as possible. It's really important to us that we build this place in a way that's in harmony with what is already there. But we bought 3 yomes. These are like the accommodation structures. It's kind of like a yurt, but it lets in so much light, and it just looks really magical and cute. So we bought 3 of these structures from North Carolina, and this last spring we got the first one up. We finally got safe access down to that area. We'd worked super hard to do that. And the first one was fully furnished and looking really beautiful, and it's ready for guests. And you had started excavating for the second spot, for the second yome. We got all the stuff that we needed for the foundation and the platform, but it was time for us to put ourselves out there, put our thing out there, because even if we just had the one, that was enough to be able to share it with the community. And so we were really excited a couple of weekends ago. It was actually July.
Is this where it's about to get dark?
Yes. Yeah. So July 18th, we were getting ready to go to a local healing resource fair to say hey, here's Sacred Circle. This is a place that you can come and, have your retreats, or for other healers to come and bring their clients. We were really looking forward to putting it out there. And so we head out to the island the night before the event. And what did we see when we got there?
Well, we pulled up and noticed the shed was open, which was very interesting because it's always locked. And noticed that the latch had been bent, broken, and the screws ripped straight out of the wood. So yeah, we parked and went and opened the shed, and just everything was gone. Everything was gone. All of our tools.
Generator.
The generator. Yeah. Plate compactor. Thankfully, the tractor was still there. Oh my gosh. And then I went for a walk in the other direction down the driveway, and
To the staging areas.
yeah, that kind of where we had the pallets with the yomes on them, and the two unbuilt yomes that were still on their pallets were just gone. There's just empty boxes and our tarp laying on the ground. And yeah, that was kind of a life-changing realization that we had been cleared out.
Totally, yeah. It was devastating. It's roughly $28,000 worth of our life savings gone.
Yeah, and we filed a police report, and I put down all the stuff that was stolen, which is how we came up with how much was taken. So yeah, we've taken all the appropriate steps, and we're scanning social media and all the other
marketplaces, seeing if our stuff pops up.
Yeah,
and
but
the sheriff's department is working on it. It's under investigation.
Maybe they're not telling us anything. We don't know.
They won't tell us anything because they're investigating. But yeah, we've increased security tenfold since the incident. We've learned our lesson.
Yeah, we're just gonna choose to make it a learning experience.
Yeah,
and keep forging forward. The shed has multiple larger locks. One of them is a custom Andrew design, but I can't tell you about it. Otherwise, it's going to compromise the security of the system. And let's see, Little Scoops, the tractor, is chained to the shed now. And oh man, yeah, we spent the last couple weekends. We had a section of old well casing that I wanted to use to make a big
steel, like thick steel pipe.
6-inch diameter, quarter-inch wall. It's heavy stuff. I thought that would make a pretty good fence post, and we filled the form and the pipe with approximately 600-700 pounds of concrete.
It would take a tank to get through, and then you hung. Last weekend we hung gates.
Yeah.
Security is much better at Sacred Circle. We've learned our lesson.
Oh, there's cameras now too for all the thieves watching.
Yeah, cameras, floodlights, the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It felt really violating though, and obviously like incredibly devastating. And we got to a point where we had to ask ourselves, like, you know, what, are we just going to give up on our dream? What are we going to do? But it didn't feel right. And so we've decided we're going to keep moving forward. We're going to keep taking steps toward our goals. We've got everything we need to build the foundation and the platform for the second Yom. We're going to go ahead and do that. We're just going to go ahead and keep moving forward.
Yeah, we have to, because we put everything into this, like all of our savings.
So it's kind of counterintuitive, but this incident has given us a really big burst of resolve to keep moving toward this dream. So we're thinking of ways to recoup our losses, but we're also continuing to dream really big dreams. Yeah, so we don't know how exactly this is all going to come to life, but we are trusting that it will. And we just want to thank everybody for your interest in this project. And we want to keep you updated about what's happening at Sacred Circle.
Thank you.